I want to talk about winning with honor. Rivals. To me, honor just means you're beating your opponent in a way that they don't feel cheated. So basically, you're outplaying your opponent. And depending on who you ask, this game isn't very honorable. Some people hate dive, they think you just going to kill their healers is scrubby. People hate poke just because you're staying on the other side of the map and killing people is also scrubby. So 2 out of the 3 playstyles we have in this game are scrubby. Lucky for us, the last one is the most honorable you can get, Brawl. But if Brawl is the most honorable, why is it being played the least? That's basically what I wanted to talk about in this video. Marvel Rivals' most honorable playstyle, Brawl. A Brawl playstyle or Brawl comp is one where you go head first into battle. You want to be grouped up and walk down the enemy team with sustained healing and consistent damage. The longer a battle goes on for, the more it swings in favor of a brawler. So brawlers have the ability to keep a fight sustained for a longer period of time. How do they do this? Most brawlers, or rather all of them, have an ability or cooldown that allows them to bring in an enemy into their effective range or keep an enemy in their effective range. To name a few of them, you have Bucky with his hook, Thor with his totally fair kidnap, Wolverine with his totally unfair kidnap, fantastic skill shots, Elsa's trap, Things slam, Rogue's grab, you get the gist. So basically anything that can either bring you in or stop you from getting away. Brawl characters tend to get a lot of overshield from their abilities. I'm sure you noticed me color the 2 overshield merchants, Bucky and Elsa. Thing right now too is also an overshield merchant, but we don't really care about that. He might be broken, but hey, he's been asked for a while, let him have his fun. So the thing about a Brawl comp is, if they manage to get into their effective range with the other 2 playstyles, it's GG's. As long as the character they got into is honest, they should win the fight pretty easily. Like if Bucky grabs you into the middle of 6 men, you're already dead. So they really benefit from being grouped up and staying together, pushing together, moving together like an actual team. And since they are so close to each other, it also makes it easier for them to peel for their supports. So the team is pretty balanced. But if the team is balanced, why don't we see it be run more? Well, it all comes down to the interactions with the 3 playstyles. You see, each playstyle was designed in a way to beat one playstyle and lose to another. So Dive will beat Poke but lose to Brawl. But the problem is, Poke has been good since the game started. There has never really been a period of time where Poke has been bad. There hasn't even been a period of time where Poke has been weak. And to make it worse, not only is Poke the easiest to play because it requires the least coordination, he also has the most amount of characters. There are way more Poke DPS than there are Dive and Brawl DPS too. Hi, it's me Impost. So I ran the numbers and actually found out that if you count both tank and DPS, all the 3 playstyles are actually pretty balanced. There are 13 Brawl characters, 12 Dive characters, and 14 Poke characters. The numbers might sound a bit weird at first, but if you consider all the characters that predominantly flank as divers too, then it would check out. There are only 7 Brawl DPS, 9 Dive DPS, and 11 Poke DPS. So Poke has the most amount of DPS. And this is just general characters, we're not even talking about characters that are viable. Blade is still pretty lackluster. It's better than it used to be before, but it's not it. Scarlet is a tropic, we don't talk about Scarlet. Iron Fist is stronger than last season, but I mean they are just better options if we need a DPS. Bucky is very strong, Elsa is the strongest if you don't count Black Cat. Who's left? Wolverine is strong. Wolverine is a good character, but you don't see a lot of Wolverines, it's not a popular one. Probably because it's not honorable like the rest of them. And Fantastic is a bit too honorable for his own good. He doesn't have a lot of cheese in his kits and it's just there. Or the only thing he has going for him is that he doesn't die. If you compare that to the Poke characters we have, Black Widow is really good, Hela is really good, Phoenix is really good. Punisher is very good, very annoying too because it's so brain dead. Cyclops is really good. The only ones you can say are bad are really just Squirrel Girl and Iron Man. That's even if you consider Iron Man a poor character. So it's basically night and day between what the devs decide to make strong. And every time Poke is strong, you can't run Brawl. The fact Brawl isn't good but our counters are insane is enough reason for us not to play Brawl. But they now went a step further to give them second level counters. What do I mean by this? Poke characters usually do single target damage, right? But we have 3 poke characters that can do AoE damage. And I'm talking insane AoE damage. They basically punish your team from being grouped up. So those 3 characters are Moon Knight, Cyclops and Phoenix. Moon Knight has been doing this shit since season 0. He basically just needs to throw his unk on the floor. If you didn't find him before he threw it and gets a good angle, he can kill your supports and kill the rest of the team at the same time. He can get up to 10% off charge just off one unk ejection if he gets 2 people with the L2. He doesn't even have to kill them, just shooting at the unk is free off charge. For Cyclops can just use his laser beam. Cyclops is already a strong character, at least he's better than Moon Knight. If you use the laser beam, it will connect to all the teammates in the vicinity. So, and you force it, like at least with Moon Knight, you just have to stay out of the unk. If Cyclops can hit any member of your team during that period, everybody is taking that damage. And Phoenix, all Phoenix has to do is land her shots. If Phoenix lands 3 shots and get 3 marks, her spark will explode, dealing damage to everybody and marking them too. It doesn't seem like a lot until you realize how busted her ult is if she can just land 2 shots before popping it off. So now to answer the actual reason of this video. Is Brawl dead? The only answer to that is no. Brawl can never die. I mean, we can have tough times. These are tough times, but it can't ever die. All we need is just a little help from the devs. If they buff all the... Okay, they're not gonna buff all the Brawl tanks. But if they give us at least like 3 viable Brawl tanks so that all the good ones can't just be banned out in one game, then we'll be fine. Honestly, like the DPS, all the Brawl DPS, even though some of them are lackluster, just give them a good Brawl tank in front of them and they will do great numbers. Blade would do a lot if you can just get someone to walk in front of him. Iron Fist too, because I'm tired of seeing Blade being used as this sort of pseudo diver. It doesn't suit him. He doesn't have the escape or damage for this. Maybe they just nerf the damage of the poke characters. Nerf the damage of everybody, honestly. If everybody's damage is down but keep the health pools the same, then the Brawl characters will have an easier time getting in and they still be countered by poke. It's a win-win for everybody. So what now? All that's left is for you to try out a Brawl character. It doesn't have to be in ranked, you don't even have to like it, just play them in quick play and see if it's something it's up your alley. I mean, people really haven't ever tried a lot of characters just because they are melee. Melee is fun. Take it from me, melee is fun. Guns are fun too, but melee is fun. It gives you a different way to play the game, and you being in your opponent's face while both of you are fighting, it just gives a different feeling, you know? It's like you're actually fighting, actually being the hero. And all your plays are visible for everybody to see. So the more people we can get playing Brawl, the better it will be for everybody in the Brawl community. And yes, there is a Brawl community, we just don't have any spokesperson. Who knows, maybe one day if I get big enough, that can be me. But that's a faraway future. We can discuss that at a later time. Yeah, this is all I got for you. I'll see you in the next one whenever that is. Peace.